I took a picture of you without you knowing from across the basement. And I took a picture of you and I sent it to Anna and I said, "Who's this?" And I remember my mom saying, "He looks like Clark Kent." I was like, okay, that's nice. Anna was like, "Don't date him.
He's 6 bajillion years old."
Yeah, she was like, "He's like in his 30s. And I was like, well, how close to 30 are we talking? So she sent that picture to Kevin, your godfather, and said, you know, I guess something along the lines of like, what's his name? How old is he? You know, something like that. And then she texted me back, she goes, okay, so he's 22. And I was like, well, that's much better than 30. And then she said, your last name is Fitzpatrick. And I was like, I want that last name. That's such a cool last name. I was like, yeah, we can make that work. And then, yeah, so she must have told Kevin, and then Kevin must have told you.
Yeah, he messaged, we had a group chat.
Oh, great, this went to the group chat.
Yeah, it went to the group chat. And it was the picture, and he was like, Brody, you have a secret admirer.
Oh,
and everyone
man,
was like,
oh
my goodness.
Oh,
who could it be? And so
scandalous.
for like, I forget how long we were trying to find out who it was. We were like, is it her? And we were like, no. Is it her? No. And eventually,
this didn't happen.
It happened.
This did not happen.
One night, we were standing in the basement, post-mass,
right?
getting ready to eat Mr. Gomes' delicious dessert.
Yep.
And you happened to walk by.
Oh, this did
and
not
you looked
happen.
Directly at me.
This did not happen.
And winked.
I did not wink. I'm not a winker.
It did.
That didn't happen. I swear, I must have had something in my eye. I don't do that. I never have done that ever. Like, I'm not, okay. Oh,
and so
man.
we all looked over, and you were looking at me.
Okay, well, you're nice to look at.
And we were like, it's gotta be her. That's the one. And so they glittered me on, and eventually I went up.
When you came up, I thought you were friends with Anthony.
No.
Because then you were like, hi, Anthony, I'm Brody, or something along the lines of that. And I was like, oh, none of us know this guy. He's just talking to us. You were like, hi, I'm Brody. And I was like, I'm Samantha.
And I just stood there.
And you just stood there. Yep.
No.
Nope.
And then eventually you were like, all right, I gotta go now, bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah,
and so I was like, all right,
home.
I'm gonna miss my chance. So I went up to you, because you were saying goodbye to Anna or something.
Yes, I was saying goodbye to
I
Anna.
tapped you on the shoulder. I said, excuse me.
Yeah, you tapped me and I didn't feel anything. So then Anna was like, someone's behind you.
Yeah.
I
was like, I don't know if it's too forward of me. Could I get your number? And you were like, haha, maybe.
So I was so nervous that I looked at you and I smiled and I went, ha 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 ha. And then I looked away because I was blushing. I was like, you can't see me blush. I'm blushing. Don't look at me.
Dramatic.
And I remember also my acne was like crazy. And I was like, I look like a troll right now. Why are you asking me out? Like, I look so bad.
Never.
No makeup, nothing. And I looked away because I was like, ah, and then I kept laughing because that's a good idea. And then I looked at you and I was like, ah, and then I was like, ah, what did I say? Shoot.
You said, I'll think about
it. Oh yeah, I was like, I'll think about it. And then I walked away because that was horrifying.
Yeah, and I went back to the boys and I was like, did you get number? And I was like, no. She said she'll think about it. They were like, well, that's not a no.
I walked into okay, so in St. Jude's, in like the front, right? And so when you walk into the front, it's like immediately a pew. And I was like, maybe he's not gonna be here. Maybe I'll be safe and it won't be awkward or whatever. And I remember I walked in, I dipped my hand in the holy water, I opened the door, I put my hand up, and you were literally right there. Like, first pew. Why were you in the first pew? Nobody goes in the first pew willingly. You were in the first pew.
Sometimes I do.
Not, okay.
If I go to the low mass, or the end of the low mass, and then...
Yeah, you go, yeah, but not at the beginning. Were you at the low mass?
Maybe.
I don't know. You were there.
Kevin was relaying information throughout the week. He was like, she wants to talk this weekend. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, just talk to him. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I went up to you and I was like, can we talk? And I thought we were gonna go outside, but then we went to just the corner of the room.
Yeah, we went to the corner of the basement. Can we talk outside?
Yeah, I was like, I can't hear myself think. Like, I'm so nervous right now. And then we went outside and we talked for
like an hour or 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
It's a crazy amount of time.
We talked about everything.
And Jimmy was like, I want to go.
I want to go home. So Anna, I remember Kevin actually left with his family.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys are still out here talking? We're like, yeah. And then and you're like, so can I get your number? And I was like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Who cares? That happened.
Yeah,
And we've been talking.
That
Was the beginning. You would visit me at work.
Yeah.
That was our first date. Because you
First
were,
day was going to Chick-fil-A.
yeah, I was like, yeah, because you were like, do you want to get dinner or lunch or something?
And
I was like,
I
well,
work all the time.
I work all the time. I was like, but no one's ever visited me at work before. No one's ever brought me lunch.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can do that.
It became a tradition.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
I would
Chick-fil-A
bring you
tradition.
food.
Yes,
and
you'd
make
bring me
each other
food.
dinners.
Yes, we would make each other dinners, and we'd like find recipes on Pinterest, and be like, we'll make this, and then so Friday, so we'd have to do a meat list on Friday, and then Saturday, because I only work Fridays and Saturdays. So I just don't know why I said I worked all the time, because I went to school, I was still in college, so I only worked Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, I was in Africa a lot.
Yeah, for a good,
Not by choice.
no.
Kind of by choice. I volunteered.
Yeah, you did sign up for the military.
Yeah, that was before I knew they would send me to Africa.
But we called every day while you were in Africa.
Yeah, we did.
We did make a point.
That was impressive.
I don't know how we did it, to be honest, because
Yeah, we called every
Africa.
day. If it was only for like 5 minutes or so, we still called.
Because I was waking up when you were going to bed. So, no.
That was a weird time.
When I was going to bed, you were waking up.
Yeah,
so when
something like that.
I would call you right before bed, and you would wake up for work. And we called every
Stand
single
by the
night.
latrines. Is meant to be.
Are we supposed to be doing this? Is like God keeping us separated for a reason?
Yeah, then we decided, well, we'll put
And
off
then-
doing anything until we get back.
Right. Yeah,
We're
we're
back
like, we're
in the
not going to
same
make any
place, yeah.
vocational decisions until until you get back, because this
Because
is
the
not.
priest out there was like, went to confession with him and all that. He was
Yeah.
like, you thought about going to seminary? It's like, well, no.
Yeah, and then because then you were like, maybe I do want to be a priest, and I was like, oh man, and I was like, am I supposed to be a nun? Like, is that what's supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Because like, I was like, am I supposed to like sacrifice that much, you know? And you called Monsignor, who tattled on me. He said, Sam's gonna call you about pursuing a vocation.
Religious vocation.
And he's like, okay. And then I called him. I was like, Monsignor, I have something crazy to tell you.
I had to prepare.
Yes, yeah. And he's like, so what convent are you thinking of going to? I was like, that's not what I want to hear. He said, wait until Brody comes back, because, like, emotions are high. You know, you're separated, you're not thinking straight. And then I ended up calling the sisters, and I explained to the mistress of novices. Did I tell you that I called the sisters?
I think
And they
so,
said, don't
yeah.
come.
Yeah, said don't
Don't do
do
it.
it.
Well, I was explaining, and she was like, your heart's not in it. She's like, your heart is with him, and that's okay. Like, that's not a sin or like
it's a
something
vocation.
bad, but I wouldn't recommend coming here if your heart is with someone else. Like, you need to either like break it off and then come here, or say with Brody, but she's like, it really sounds like you're trying to find a reason not to be happy with him. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't deserve happiness. And she's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, okay, sister. I believe you. Thanks.
Yeah, nuns can help.
Yeah, she was very sweet. We went back to the house so that I could get changed for ice skating.
Yes.
And I remember asking, I was like, do you even want to marry me?
Yeah. As I have the ring.
Yeah.
I think it was in the car at the time.
It was in the car because you're like,
car,
I have
in
to
my
go.
Jacket.
Yes.
At the hospital, it was in my jacket.
Right. Because
Then
I
put it in the
remember
car.
you went to the car and you're like, I have to preheat the car, or what do you call
Yeah.
it? Start the car.
Start the car up.
Yeah. I was like, okay, but you were getting the ring,
Mm-hmm.
which was funny. I don't know. Did Father ever give you permission or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Because I asked him that day, I'm pretty sure, and he was like, go for it.
Yeah. You're like, can I finally propose? I don't, because you didn't have the paperwork.
Yeah. He was like, you're just waiting on it? Are you sure you get it?
Yeah.
I was like, yes. He was like, just go for it, man.
Do you think just go for it, man?
Something along those lines. I don't know exactly what he said.
It's like, yeah, no problem. And I started walking to the center, because in the center of the ice skating rink, they have like a bench. And I was like, we should sit in the center. It's like by the fireplace, it's nice and cozy. And you're like, we're sitting over there in the corner.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, weirdo. Sure, we'll sit in the corner. And then I went to get my ice skates with Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know if
And
you
I
were...
was like, Lorenzo, I'm about to do it. I told him.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, let me get the phone out. And he was like, on his camera.
Right.
And
Yes.
we were wondering like why they were sitting across from us.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to talk to you. Why are you sitting across from us? Yeah, so then Hannah and I came back with the ice skates.
Mm-hmm.
And...
I was real quick trying to put my ice skates on because I was going to do it while helping you with your ice skates.
Right, because I was like, I'm a big girl. I can put on
I
my
was
own
like,
ice skates.
Let me help you with your ice skates.
Right. And I was
And
like,
I
yeah,
got
sure.
them done. And then I get the ring out and I open it up.
And I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because I was still trying to talk to Hannah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's looking at his phone. And I was like, the phone's facing like me. So then I looked down. And
Your jaw dropped.
yes, I was quite surprised. Because I was like, this isn't. I was like, because,
Yeah.
okay. I was thinking,
there's no way he's going to propose today.
I did not think you were going to propose today. I was like, this is not the day to propose. Hannah and Lorenzo were there. I was like,
Yeah.
you're not going to do Hannah and Lorenzo there. There were other people there. I was like, I know he probably wants to do it like in the woods with nobody there. I'm like, there are people here. He doesn't like people. So why? Yeah. And yeah, I was not expecting it. And then, like I said, my grandfather's in the hospital, and then you proposed, and then...
It was a crazy day.
And then I was like, this is what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. He's proposing right now. What do I do? What do I do? Right? I was like, what do I do?
Yeah, you were
What is
frozen there
happening?
for a second.
Is this really happening? Are you really proposing? Does he mean this? Are you sure you really want to do this? And I was like, did I just... Because I asked you, I was like, are you sure you want to marry me? I was like, I hope he didn't propose just because I said, are you sure you want to marry me? Just like smiling like an idiot. Just like with my jaw dropped.
So is that a yes?
Yeah, well then I hugged you and then I kissed you and like I was gonna cry.
Yeah.
And then you were like, so is that a yes? I was like, oh right, like I forgot that you asked me a
Yeah, I
question and I had to respond with an affirmative. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then people were clapping. And it was nice. And these little kids came up to us and like, congratulations! And then they went back to away. So cute.
They went back to ice skating.
Yeah, they were so cute. And then we went ice and then
And you were just...
the whole time I was like, wow.
That
I think I said wow about 10 billion times that night. I was like, just like looking, I was like, wow, it's so pretty. And I was also kind of mesmerized because like sparkly, like it's so pretty. Because it is more beautiful than I imagined that you'd get. You did a really good
Yeah,
job.
I saw that and I was like, oh.
And here we are, you and me.
Yep.
Yep. Hey.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Sealing the deal.
Sealing the deal.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Me too.
That's what everyone asks. They're like, are you excited?
I
I'm
know.
like, yeah, I'm
everyone's
excited.
Like, are you excited? Any question marks?
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw up. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so weird. I feel like I feel like I've been waiting for this my whole life, right? Because I'm like, I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna be a mom. That's all I wanted growing up. And now that it's like, oh, I'm getting married. Like,
It's
what?
happening.
It's happening, guys. It's happening. It's not a drill. I get married tomorrow, which is just a crazy thing to say. I get married tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like we're getting married tomorrow. Can you believe that? No. Very.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.